Hi, Rudy Winston from Canon USA. And in this EOS 6D Mark II tutorial video, we're going to talk about the camera's built-in GPS system. GPS is a global positioning system that's going to let you tag images with location data in the camera as you shoot. The GPS is built into the 6D Mark II, and it's important to understand that Canon's optional GPE2 accessory is not compatible with the 6D Mark II. It only works with the built-in GPS. And one other thing to be aware of is that GPS use and operation is sometimes regulated or even forbidden in certain regions or even nations. So it's your responsibility if you travel to know local laws about GPS use and work accordingly. The built-in GPS has two major functions. The first is to tag each image with location data as you shoot, and this is part of the shooting data that you see with each individual image. This includes latitude, longitude, and altitude. Understand that this does not include directional or compass data. And then there's an entirely separate function called the logging function, where the camera can record a file in camera that has a path of the camera's movements over a 24-hour period. GPS is turned on and off in the camera's yellow setup menu. You want to go in there and look for GPS settings. Inside of this, you'll see three settings. Mode 1 would turn GPS on and continue to record data even when you turn the camera's main switch off. Mode 2 would likewise turn the GPS on, but now when you turn the main switch off, the GPS will also be turned off to conserve some battery power. And there's also a disable setting for GPS, and that's important because if you're in a situation where you either don't need or don't want to record GPS information, disable is where you would completely shut it off. When you turn the GPS on, you need to connect to GPS satellites. And understand that you're going to need to be outdoors to do this successfully. It may take up to 60 seconds or so for the camera to make the connection. When you turn GPS on, there's a little GPS icon on the top LCD panel that will blink on and off while the camera is in the process of connecting or if the connection is broken. That GPS icon appears solid, not blinking, when GPS is connected. There are a few other menu items under the GPS heading. One is Auto Time Setting. You can actually record GPS time data and record it into the camera, and it's accurate to within plus or minus about 1 second. You can do this automatically every time you connect to GPS with the auto update feature, or you can simply say update now and do it one time from GPS information. You'll also see a setting for the position update interval. And what this is how often the camera is going to receive individual GPS location information. The default is that the camera will update this information every 15 seconds. But you can set this anywhere from 1 second up to 5 minutes. The shorter the increment of time, the more precise the GPS information will be, the more detailed and smooth any log paths will be, but the more battery power the camera will use to record this information. And then finally, there is a setting for GPS info display. If you set this, what you're going to see on the back LCD monitor of the camera is the current GPS recorded location data. Now there's an entirely independent GPS logging function as well. The camera stores location information over a 24-hour period, and it'll show you a path on a map of the camera's movements over that period. Now these files are stored in the camera. They are not on your memory card the way the traditional location GPS data would be. So when you're ready to actually use this file, you'll see that there's a menu item that says Transfer Log Data to Card. At that point, any GPS log files are moved and copied onto your memory card. You also have the option to delete the log data from the camera if you don't feel you need it. Now when you've copied the log files onto your memory card, the card structure is going to show you, first off, a DCIM folder, and inside of that a numbered folder with your actual image files. And there will be a separate MISC folder, and that will have the GPS log files inside of it. Now, to view GPS information on a map, you can use Canon's free map utility software or many compatible third-party mapping software programs as well. If you point the mapping software to a folder of image files with GPS information, you'll see a little pin mark on the map for each picture location showing where that picture was taken. And likewise, if you point the software to a GPS log data file, it will show you an actual path on the map of where the camera traveled during that particular 24-hour period. The Canon log files are stored in a KMZ file format, and you may need to convert that for viewing in certain third-party mapping software programs. The GPS in the EOS 6D Mark II is really a great feature. It's built in, it's convenient, it's easy to use, and it gives you a great additional reference when you're going through your digital files. It shows you locations pictures were taken, it makes it easy to return to sites if you need to, and it's a great tool for organizing your images as well.